shit. Like, this is so hard to tell the story. Fuck, where do you start? Okay, start at the very beginning. What's up YouTube? Aaron here, and I suppose I haven't done a video for you guys in a while, so I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do one for you. I suppose the main reason I haven't done a video in the last while was actually work. I've been inundated with like new clients, my online business setting that up, just work life in general has really taken over. The last video I uploaded was a sort of like, I was on a sort of cut for a photo shoot, and at that stage of the photo shoot prep, I actually got sick. And for about 2 to 3 weeks I was in and out of training, I was in and out of work, I was in and out of bed, I was absolutely completely run down with flu. I actually had to stop that cut, so essentially that's why that sort of cut series came to an end. Other stuff kind of started to take over after that, and work took over my life. Well, not really took over my life, but again it took the sort of it took the forefront of my life, and from there sort of my client base grew even more, my online business grew even more, and essentially that's where the YouTube had to take a back seat. All the social media that I do, Snapchat, Instagram, and obviously YouTube was the one that got the chop. So unfortunately guys, that sort of took a back seat. But again, we're here, and we're going to give it a bash. Also, one of the main reasons in me sort of pulling back from YouTube, and I suppose in general pulling back from social media, was something quite big that was coming up at the time. The back end of the story was my mum moved to America when she was, I think, about maybe 19, to work and to live. And obviously back in Louth, back in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of work, and obviously my mum left school early, and so she went to the States to find work and to obviously find a better life for herself. Met my dad, and obviously conceived me, freaked out, and you know, came home. And I was born here in Ireland, I was born back in Louth, and I never grew up knowing that side of my family. I never grew up knowing my dad or who he was. My mum told me everything about him. She told me his name, she told me, I suppose, what he did for a living. She told me, you know, as much as she could remember about him. The fantastic thing was that my mum never spoke about him in a bad light. My mum always spoke highly of him, and never ever, like, you know, spoke bad about him, or never ever talked shit about him. I had an amazing family. I had incredible father figures. My granddad was the alpha, like, you know, he was the king to me. And you know, my uncles, when my grandfather died, they all slotted into the role of, you know, the father figure for me, and every one of them stepped in and filled that role. And I suppose that's probably what made me never really bother looking for him for so long. But about 9 months ago, 10 months ago, I got a little bit curious, and I don't know what it was. It was just absolute curiosity. It was nothing else but pure curiosity. And I actually reached out to my cousins who are still in America, and I asked them did they have any information about my dad or his family. My cousins, or my mom's cousin should I say, sent me a screenshot of this woman who was apparently my father's sister. And I kind of looked around the page, didn't really bother looking. I kind of looked at, you know, a couple of photos and a couple of family photos, and I was like, they don't really look like me, so dismissed it, never thought I'd know it. And about maybe 7 months ago, I was sitting in bed, and same thing, little voice in my head just said, you know what, ask again. So I asked my mom's cousin for the same information, so for that lady's Facebook, and I reached out, and I mailed her on Facebook, and I said, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your family? I hope you don't think I'm a weirdo, or, you know, I hope you don't think I'm a freak, or this isn't a scam. And you know, I basically just wanted to know, you know, a few bits and pieces, and she was obliging. And yeah, I suppose from there it just went like an absolute roller coaster. It just moved so fast, and yeah, I suppose the rest of this video is kind of history, and it's kind of going to show you guys where it went and what's going on. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Jarrett Garland. This is my son, Aaron Smith.
I happen to be his favorite Graham.
This is the American Graham.
I'm Jaleesa. I'm the aunt.
Okay.
Darius, this guy's brother, all the way from America.
I'm Rylan Garland.
Okay.
I'm this guy's younger brother in the USA.
What's your name? Are you my niece? You're not? Am I Uncle Aaron?
Yes.
Okay, so if you had a little message for people in Ireland about like life experience, or you know, obviously I have taken a huge chance in reaching out to you guys and you know, obviously finding out who the other side of my family is. What, I suppose, would you give anybody any little bit of advice for, I suppose?
I think anyone who has family they've never met, they should reach out and try it.
Based off this experience, I can always, you know, say the same thing. Live by this one thing. Family is family, no matter what. No matter the distance, no matter the type, no matter the color, no matter the race of anything. Everybody has to come together and realize the family is family.
Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. You know, you never know what happens, because I can tell you that I love you more than life itself.
You never know what's going to happen, you know, but you have 50% chance of people either being receptive or 50% chance of people being non-receptive to you and want to shut you out. But you're never going to know what the outcome's going to be
If you don't try.
if you don't try it.
Every experience is something new, so doesn't mean it has to be bad just because you're experiencing something new.
Sweet. Nice man.
Yeah.
Job done.
Doesn't matter how many miles apart we are. I love you. I may not have been there since day one, but I feel like I have. You know?
Yeah.
And the moment I sat back and I told you one time, I even told you.
Yeah.
I said that the day I looked at your picture was the same as what I was looking at Darius from the day he was born.
Man, it's been one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. I'm telling you, like, it's all just still so real. To know that you have a brother.
I couldn't wait to get here to meet him. And I think that his brothers are terribly excited, and of course his dad.
I realized that, yeah, I got another brother,
Yeah.
you know?
This is the first person who I actually reached out to message. Funny enough, when I first contacted.
It was an interesting day. I was so happy when I found out that he truly was my grandson.
To just come right into it and not have any issues, you know, sometimes, you know, family will sit there and clash. Not at all. We fit right in. Everything was just so amazing. I mean, from the very beginning. Just, he's been a big support to me, and don't want you to leave. Like, it's like, damn, you're leaving already.
It's been pretty interesting, and then when you came here, I mean, it's been fun ever since. Like, it wasn't awkward at all. I mean, you would think that it would awkward being somebody, but like, it was like natural for us.
And then you're like, well, here's the deal. I think your brother is my dad. I literally had just handed my boss my check out. She's looking at it or whatever. She's like, oh yeah, he's good. And I was like, I need a double shot of Jameson. And
I remember
and a pint of beer.
You can't just sit around. You got to go out and actually get it.
Take that chance.
Take the chance, just like he did. I mean, 7 months ago, we didn't know each other. 7 months ago, I did not know who this guy was. Didn't know he even existed. And then, man, I got a brother. It's just amazing.
So yeah, your biggest message for people is just
Keeping it real. Keeping it real and take the chance.
sweet.
Take the chance, because you never know.
That's what it did.
Yep.
Or he's got to move over here.
You gonna take me away?
I'm going to take you away.
Okay.
I think his mom's not like that.
Whatever, cool. All I wanted to do was to ask you what your experience was with, I suppose, the whole America thing, from kind of when we first found out to now.
I was very surprised.
Right?
Yeah, I was very surprised and a bit shocked. You know, I didn't know that we'd ever see Dorothy again. But excited. Then all the process of the like DNA test and all that.
Yeah.
And then find out that you were his son and that, and it was just exciting then.
Yeah. What did you think of the whole? What did you think of the whole sort of America experience?
I thought it was great. I was very nervous going over,
Yeah.
you know, because I didn't know what way they take us or anything like that. They welcomed us in like with open arms and you
Yeah.
know.
It was literally just like family, wasn't it?
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
That we were meeting an extended family
Yeah.
that we haven't seen in 27 years.
Based off, I suppose, the experience of America and how it's kind of gone. If you're going to give people a little bit of advice or a little bit of life advice, what would it
I'd just say don't wait 27 years.
be? Don't wait 27 years.
No,
Right.
don't be like me and wait 27 years because you don't know what they're going to say. Right, they might say no, I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
But you have to take the chance. I think you should go straight away when the child was young and that, because then the father would have a chance to
Yeah.
grow up with the child.
Your main message is just take that chance.
Yeah, take the chance. 50-50, you know.
Yeah.
It might say no. Do you know what I mean? The father might say no and that, but at least you tried.
Yeah.
But sitting there and not trying,
Yeah. You could be living with regret for years.
years, like for 27 years, like, you know what I mean? Like Aaron could have known his dad years ago,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And known his family and his brothers and everything years ago, like 10
Yeah.
years ago or more,
Yeah.
where you could have been going over every year and seen them
Yeah.
and seen them how they grew and the whole lot grew into the men they are.
Yeah.
Instead of going to 27 years,
I'm kind of trying to build all the bridges.
build bridges then, even though it wasn't hard to build the bridges.
Yeah, we just kind of slotted in like
Yeah, like it did slot in with us, but that doesn't say it slot in with everyone else,
Yeah, I understand.
you know. Because they were so openly for us and open arms and they couldn't do enough for us and which they couldn't, like, you know what I mean, there was just, but it would have been nicer probably you knowing them when they were younger,
Right.
seeing what they went through and the whole lot growing up as young men,
Yeah.
you know, what they took and
Just like the differences in culture between
culture
here
and the whole lot,
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Alright, so yeah, that's really, and I suppose, do you feel like you're gonna miss it, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna miss it a bit, yes. Yeah, I am gonna miss it a bit. You know, like it's a whole new different world over there.
Yeah, it's a completely different culture. Like.
Oh, totally. In everything, in every way.
I know that watching you from over the years, with, going into different and new experiences, that you're quite nervous
Yeah, I am.
and you're quite you're quite shy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that this experience has changed you in that respect? Like,
A little bit, yes, it has. I'm still going to be nervous. I'm like that type of person and that.
Yeah.
New things kind of
scary anyway.
scare me anyway.
Yeah.
But once I kind of adjust to it, I'm able to get it done and that.
Right.
My advice is just go and get it done.
Yeah.
You know, try and get it done and that. Don't leave it too long.
There you go. Job done. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And I don't know, what can I say? For anybody who doesn't know their family, or maybe adopted, may not know their real parents, may not know one half of their family, may not know a relation or something like that, I would just say take the chance, just reach out, because you're still the same person, whether it goes well or not, you're still that same person, you're still a great person, whether it goes your way or whether it doesn't, it's a complete 50-50 chance. But if you don't take that chance, you could live the rest of your life with the biggest amount of regret, and I just think that is something that that's something that you shouldn't live with. Just take the chance and go for it. Hope you enjoyed this, guys.